Kathleen, I have hard copies for you.
Oh, you're a saint. Thank you.
Okay, I know you. Okay, you ready?
Mhm.
Okay, so this is our first community engagement events committee meeting. Thank you for all being here. I'm very excited to get going with all this stuff. So we have a pretty long agenda, so let's just start from the beginning. So we've got our CEEC purpose and mission. And so the attachments, the agenda that I sent, I put in a copy of the actual proposal that I had made to the trustees. So they passed the resolution on this document. And then the second page is the website page. So the mission that's on the website page and the mission that's in the document, the proposal is the same. Just so you know, so we're not flipping back and forth. So we should probably take a look at that, and I'd like to hear what you think about that. On the website page underneath the mission, also I've got the goals outlined in the village's comprehensive plan. So I really do think that needs to be a part of it, but maybe not, and I wanted to get your opinion.
So you're saying you want this to be part of our new webpage, the CEEC? We have a separate page.
The webpage is already up. Ron, I put this together and Ronnie put it up for me.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, you did. Because I was anxious to get something there. Okay. But we can change it to with. Carolyn, what do you think? I can tell you.
I think that there's a lot of things that need almost a full discussion. So the website, and I just feel like a little bit of pressure from all of this and this, like designing a brochure is a separate discussion. Designing the website is a separate discussion. So I just feel a little bit like, I love to move fast. So believe me, I love to move fast, but I think like it's totally different because we are all kind of an insular group, whereas the commercial area advisory is not. But people really have thought critically about the language in our mission statement for several meetings. So I don't know if we want to do that here or we just want to move on because this is item 1 of a 15-point agenda. Do we want to think critically about it or do we want to? So that's where I'm not sure how.
Well, I don't want to take 3 months to think about a mission that's
correct
3 sentences long, because I don't think we have time to do that. And I think we need to get going as fast as we can. And I mean, and I, because of my efficiency, I mean, I wanted to get the ball rolling on a lot of things. And so I've been working on multiple things.
So you consider the mission statement, this paragraph right here?
No. The mission statement is on page 2 under mission. And also on the next page, if you flip it over, it's the website page. It's the same exact thing.
So the only thought I had, I see the committee not only connecting all the community events, resources, et cetera. I think this is great. I would just add it also coordinating the village committee. So it's a support to all of the village committees as well for outreach and events.
So
community engagement.
So I have that if you look at the website page, which is
on page 5.
Do you see how I have that paragraph underneath the mission? Mm-hmm. It says, I mean, is that basically what you're saying? Is the CEEC will work collaboratively with the other committees? See how I have that? And yeah, you had actually given me that idea, and that's why I added that. Is that what you mean, Kathleen?
Let me just double check.
So I think the mission is excellent, but I would add something about communication. Because that's like, I think the biggest driver of events is getting the word out. So it says, in fostering community participation, and that's like, it's basically, it's all outreach, communication and outreach. So I would add something about communication and outreach to the mission statement.
Isn't that in the website page, the second paragraph there?
I mean, that's the website page, but Oh, wait, there's two different mission statements. There's one on the back of one.
Well, so they're the same. The mission statement is the same. The only thing different on the website page is that the goals outlined in the villages 2026, 36 as a plan. I popped in underneath there. If you look at the document that, the proposal document, it's in a different location.
Okay, then it's right there in the second paragraph.
Okay.
And then, yeah, that's great. Okay, then that's both my and Kathleen's comments were there.
Yeah.
Communication. So the mission is down both paragraphs.
Okay.
This whole thing is really backwards. Because what really should happen in government is the board of trustees should come up with your mission statement and then give it to you. So for them to let, like, for instance, they let the businesses come up with their mission
No,
statement.
it was what I proposed, like what Lorraine proposed in the proposal, and then they said, come back to, like, read this over, give us your comments. So it's like the board of trustees gave us a mission. We took that and created a statement, and then we're gonna bring it back to them. So it's not like.
I know, but
It's
normally
more-
it's
more
like
like trustees
trustees would do
The
that.
trustees came up with it in the first, when they started this group and the other group.
So
But I see what you're saying.
It's just backwards.
typically with an advisory group, I mean, even the county advisory groups, the subcommittee or committees draft a mission statement, goals, objectives, et cetera. Then that is submitted then to the legislative body, which would be the Board of Trustees. And then there is a resolution that is passed approving. Or, there's discussion of whether or not the board is comfortable with it or whether or not it needs to be, just like planning board. Yeah, it's just that procedural step. And then there's a formal resolution adopting that mission statement.
Oh, I see.
So that's fine if we come up with this and then this has to go to the trustees and then they have to approve the mission.
Okay, so we can use what we have. Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Let's make a note that we need to add this to our
Okay.
agenda.
And I'll make sure
Trustee agenda.
it'll be in the minutes, yeah.
Our next meeting isn't until September 21st, I think.
Okay, so the next thing is to discuss, I mean, if you're ready to move on. Carolyn, did you want?
Yep. We can discuss how we wanted to serve the village. I mean,
Yeah.
for me, it's about the outreach and the communication and reaching out to people and having a group that's going to do that.
Yes, I agree. I feel the same way. I've been talking to so many people. Anybody that even looks like a village resident, people like run from me. They just to run from me.
I saw a guy we walked the dog through the village. I wanted to look at the parks from a different angle, and I saw this guy with his two dogs, and I was almost like, the villager, I should go, I guess. But I just talked about the dogs. I know that, but I really wanted to be like proselytizing at him.
That's right.
One thought I had is maybe we could come up with like 4 or 5 actual things that we will do, goals for the year and how we'll serve the village. And I agree, it's about communication with the villagers. And then also, I think in addition to that, one of our goals really was to kind of like do like a pulse test, right? To see like how villagers are feeling. I mean, I don't know. That's one of my worries is like, is our focus mostly just to be about telling villagers what's going on? Or are we trying to get feedback from them?
That was feedback that we got at the Commercial Area Advisory Committee. The businesses wanted a form where they were sharing, like they would be sharing with other businesses, where there was a form that's just like active and ongoing survey where people can give us like feedback. So I think getting feedback is almost the best way to get engagement, because people live to give feedback.
Yeah.
They can email me.
It can, but if there's this form, it seems like official, like, oh, there's this form, fill this out and you can, we all hear you.
So
Yeah.
formal here.
So, I mean,
Form is also pretty informal.
well, and we have someone who's an expert at Qualtrics.
Yeah,
I know, I
that's
should
my first
broadcast
thought.
that.
Yeah, I kind of going back a bit. I'm with Carolyn. It does feel a little bit like we're coming up with a mission without fully like getting feedback yet from the people in the village, but I do think you can iterate on your mission.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my first thought is like, can we start surveying? But I know you've already done a lot of surveys.
No. I think an ongoing survey is what we've decided on with the commercial.
Okay.
And this would be on the residential side, just an ongoing survey.
Be totally different than
Then they're going on.
So
survey.
from experience of our surveys that we've done here at the village through the years, you get maybe, you're lucky if you get 100 people. to
Yeah.
respond.
That's great. If we got
That
100,
is great, but we're gonna do our survey different. So we have the Facebook page now. We would, if Soledad, if we put together a Qualtrics survey, we can post it on our Facebook page. I also, skipping down the agenda a little bit, this fall postcard that I want to do. That postcard would be mailed to every single village resident, even the transient people. So we've got to hit all the apartment complexes.
so then
Leave those
that would have a
out.
survey. Well, what would
And
the,
that would have the survey link in it as well, or we could do a QR code for the
A
survey.
QR code.
I think if you're gonna do that, we have so many different committees now that are all dealing, I don't think it's fair to just do it for that. I think it should be, have other ones listed too. You know what I mean? Like have it incumbent. If you're gonna mail something, get as much information from all different angles that you can,
Except
rather than just one.
have a very low tolerance for, they'll read the first line with some, I mean, if you put too much information in there, they aren't gonna pay attention to it and they're gonna throw it in the garbage.
I think that's true.
Yeah. I mean, I know how I am. I mean, I would be like, oh, forget this. There's 5 different surveys on here. I mean, I think for our
Well,
thing,
just one survey that would be able to rope in questions that we all, each committee might need.
well,
But because it's all about communicating and getting involved. Business wise, residential wise, you know, greenway wise,
except this,
that's what it's about, getting.
Yeah,
people-
this is right.
Cross
Yeah.
silo.
This is where I guess, exactly. This is where I start to worry. It's like, you're going to start to get feedback like, oh, they're cutting down the trees in my.
yeah, and that's not what this is about. I mean, that's not what this community engagement and events committee is about.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to get involved into the politics of what's happening. You know what I mean? This needs to be on a happier side of things. I don't want to start having people complaining.
idea.
I already
Yeah,
have,
be happy.
I already have people complaining to me every morning when I walk through friggin' Hartel Park about something.
I like it. Keep it happy.
No one's ever contacting this office. That's
Because,
what,
oh, somebody did just last week, maybe when you were out, they were really mad because the garbage was overflowing up there and somebody's,
and we,
Somebody
yeah, and I
complained
got
to me.
it, and I can,
John,
They need to
John
come to
Paul-
us.
no, somebody said they
Yes.
contacted the.
I did.
and
John
I got it.
apologized for that in the trustee
I sent it
meeting.
to
He
them.
said it was a little bit of a village mistake
and
and
he
he's gonna
contacted
take care of
them.
it.
People just need to contact us. If there's a problem, they contact, not
people
just
might
sit in
not-
the background doing this.
Well,
to
no, but
everybody.
I, like I said, the person that
Mhm.
told me said so-and-so, they were bitching to me,
Mhm.
sorry, they were complaining to me, but they also said they contacted the office and I said, okay, great, well, I'll send John a note too, you know, I'm like, I don't mind
Make
doing
it fair.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but-
we want to, back to your question.
Yes.
How we want this to serve the village. We want it to be upbeat,
Yep.
community events focused. We want it to be community spirit engagement, like lift the spirits, like people need to know they live in the village of Lansing, have a village identity, and make the village fun and engaging.
Yes.
That's how we want this committee to serve the village.
So the new tagline that I've recently come up with,
Okay.
I haven't put it on the Facebook page yet, but I did put it on Instagram, was connecting neighbors, building community.
Yeah.
Love it. That's very similar to what I put on the community party page.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Building neighborhoods or something. building
It's important,
Neighbors,
right?
neighbors building a brighter community.
But that's important, right? And I mean,
Neighbors, the word neighbors is excellent.
Yeah.
Okay,
so yeah, I think we need to stay focused on what our mission is rather than just
Okay.
including everybody else's.
Okay.
If we send out the postcard, which that'll be a lot of work for us to put that. together.
so this is a full meeting topic. The next one, village website. I do think that we should set aside a meeting where we're doing a website revamp for the village.
Yeah.
And I do think that we should have a chunk of time, not today, where we talk about the new website, because we're gonna have a nice website. I'm thrilled And then we do want to see what our page is going to do. I think that should be a topic for a future meeting.
Okay,
This website is fine because this website is what it is. But our new website's going to be community engaging.
okay.
So kind of like, backtrack real quick. Kind of, you used to have the old fashioned suggestion box that you could just anything. Or frequently asked questions, that kind of thing. We want to hear from you. Kind of, it's really important.
Yeah.
Don't assume we know.
Yeah. That can be a
But
form on the
keeping
way.
it positive, yeah.
So then I just want to, if we're done talking about the website, something I did want to mention was, well, I wanted to just bring up the Facebook page, so we're up to 85 followers.
Cool.
What?
And I got a lot of traction when I shared information about I did the Village Park series. When I did the Tompkins Siren piece, there were over 150 views on. Certain things people really like, and so, but people are coming back to town now, so all of a sudden I had like a couple other followers. It's just kind of very sporadic, and I think people are really busy now too, and it's the end of the summer season. But I'm gonna there's a few posts that I'm gonna share that are coming up. Like I shared the Airport Preparedness Day yesterday.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, and hopefully we can attend that next September, and table at it. But there'll be a few other things that I'll be sharing, kind of out of content at the moment as far as village stuff, but hopefully things will come up and.
Well, I have events. I have actual events when we get to fall events too.
Oh, okay.
There's going to be, and I wanted to talk to you about this, Jody. So we have a proposed date for the Shade Memorial Garden dedication service. And I just wanted, I haven't.
Maybe we should wait, because I do have this on the agenda.
Yeah, but there are actual events. And then the other event that will happen is I'm gonna have the neighbors from plant bulbs in Shannon Park.
Oh.
You gonna come?
That was an idea that I had with you. I was like, let's plant bulbs together.
It could have been your idea. I'm giving Soledad credit for that.
It was fun.
So we have the bulbs that we dug out. And the nice thing is if we don't use the tractor to put them in, we can put them more naturally, like in clumps. And the ground is really easy to dig, unlike my yard, which is like freaking.
Well, it's just rototilled and compost.
Exactly. So it's gonna be, kids can come. So I'm gonna say, bring your kids, bring a shovel, and I don't care where you put the bulbs. You and your kids can decide. I'll give you 10. You put them wherever you want. Like, it doesn't matter to me. You guys can decide. So it's not gonna be like micromanaged. So that's a community event, which I will hold in October.
Okay, great.
I mean, I can pick a date right now. Maybe October 11th.
How many bulbs do you have?
Tentative.
Rates?
Wow.
When is this?
Hundreds?
No, more.
We could put that, and then we could put we have thousands of bulbs to share. Whatever. I don't know.
Well, then people think.
Wow.
But
Take home.
no, they can't have them. But
You want them only in Shannon Park?
What's
You
that?
want them only?
Yeah, they are the Shannon Park bulbs going back into
They got dug up.
the other parks have their bulbs too. And we actually are planting fall bulbs. I don't know if I don't have a date for that.
Oh.
We're planting fall bulbs via tractor on Trip Hammer Road. I mean, that's not really an event.
It's fun.
Actually, quite a few people came the first year.
Yeah, it is fun to watch.
At least 10 people came the first year. Ronnie and Deborah came.
Well, yeah.
It's on Trip Hammer? Is this
No,
down?
people walked over.
Is this down just on Trip Hammer?
So if you're coming up from downtown, and you come off the exit ramp at 13 on the right,
Oh, on that side? Okay.
it's gonna be,
What about the other side where the entrance to Tops is? Like,
I don't think that's our land. I don't know.
where the benches and everything?
Oh,
Oh, on-
There are bulbs in
There are
there.
already bulbs there, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Yeah.
They are.
Remember you?
Well, I have, but it's looking pretty.
I love it.
It's looking
It actually looks terrible right now. I've
It's
lost.
really terrible. And the other day, I have to admit now that the students are back, I don't know if I'm just noticing it because I'm more alert these days or what, but I have seen so many people walking. Like I've never seen this many
Yes.
people walking.
Yes.
And I'm seeing them
There are.
crossing the street and they're everywhere.
Yes.
And I'm thinking to myself, it's so depressing driving through here. There's nothing colorful.
Well, hopefully the Design Connect will give us,
Yeah.
that's the focus of that is pedestrian
Yeah,
comfort on
yeah.
13. I mean, on Trip Road.
So it's not just me seeing all these people. I mean, I have just seen so many people and I'm like, where are they all coming from?
So I do have events for you.
Okay,
When we get
so when is the shade tree dedication?
Shade Tree is proposed for October 18th.
Okay.
I do want to reach out to the families, which I haven't done yet, and just, I don't think they're gonna come. It's gonna be too difficult, like Don's family's not gonna come from California. If we do it the 11th versus the 18th, right? Like, it's not possible. So, but I want to give them a heads up. And so it's potentially gonna change if one of the families said, can you please do it the 25th?
Yeah.
or What have you?
Okay.
If not, it's the 18th.
You know, we could always record that event too, if it's possible.
Zoom it.
Share it with the
Yeah,
families.
yeah.
Yeah,
So anyway,
you'll have to use your phone though. There's no electricity over there.
so
Batteries on your computer.
I
Two events.
do that.
we could just call it October 11th. Do the October 11th, or maybe October 10th, rain date, October 11th,
Oh, for the strip hammer or Shannon?
for the Shannon Park Bowl,
October, I'll just put
So
October.
these are just for the website, is what we're saying.
These will be.
Website ideas.
These will be on the Facebook page, but Carolyn, you'll give me more information.
Okay.
Right. So the fall postcard mailing, I did put some samples. I had worked on this a while ago and went back through and looked at these samples. They aren't really flipping my switch at the moment. But I had done this because I was so excited in the beginning days. But I just wanted to get something started, and I think I talked to Jody about it when I met with her, and I don't mean to use this for an example, but when I was talking about postcard, this is a large 8.5 by 11, but when I got this in the mail, sorry that I'm using this. But I thought it was a good example of a postcard. And I will admit, when I pulled this out of my mailbox, I actually looked at it, and normally everything I get
it's
is,
also an engaging topic.
yeah, well, I mean, right.
It's a very big topic.
It is a topic, but I actually looked at this and I was like, oh, wow, this is nice. Like I can read it
How
right.
much does that cost to mail?
Probably a lot. I mean, it probably cost, I'm gonna estimate over $1,200 probably for a mailing to every village resident.
For
But
that, plus printing.
plus printing, although I think the mailbox, if we use the mailbox for a mailing, they will do the printing, they'll do the postage and all that, and
I would
I
suggest,
haven't contacted anybody for estimates because we have already gave over to.
yeah, I would suggest that we have to know the costs before the trustees, they're gonna wanna, so.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, I think another thing that I've been struggling with a little bit with this is that we're welcoming folks to the events committee, but maybe they haven't even yet been welcomed to the village. So this is what I keep kind of coming back to. It's like, it feels like we're trying to communicate before the village has fully communicated. And so like figuring out what our main message is there. I would even like propose to, I don't know, potentially wait a little bit for the postcard until we decide like what cohesive message we want to have with the village.
Yeah, no, I
That's where-
agree, yeah.
That was my only thoughts. Like, it feels a bit like we're trying to promote the committee,
Yeah.
but they probably haven't even engaged yet.
And I would love to figure out our branding first. Like, I would love to do the new logo and some kind of other branding for the village and then move forward with outreach, kind of like with the website. I feel like the new website is a real boon. And once that's up, I feel like it's easier to outreach people. I would almost wait until the website is done too, because it's just going to be so much more appealing. If people come in and then they go to that old website, they'd be like,
I know.
but if they come to the new website, they'll be like, it'll give that happy feeling we're looking for.
So what's the timeline to get that new website up? I mean, have you?
It would have been quite fast if we weren't negotiating the contract with them. It would have been like 6 months, but now we're in contract negotiations because there were a lot of terms in their contract that were just very difficult to swallow. So I haven't heard from Ronnie. He hasn't communicated with us about what reply he got to his email saying you'll be hearing from our lawyer. Hopefully you can negotiate some of these terms. Because it was like everything on the site is our property and we can change the terms at any time for any reason and we don't have to give you any notice, etc. So there was a lot to swallow in that contract.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that, it would be done in 6 months. They're boom, 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 boom. It's almost like a form. They just fill in like
So we're talking early 2027 or?
I mean, let's hear about, I'll know more at the end of September when we have our meeting, or if Freddie just happens to send us an update.
Oh, okay. I know, I guess, I'll admit it. It's not that I'm in a hurry. I just really was excited about this and it should have been done years ago. And so I just feel like I need to like get all of this stuff moving. And I'm sure Jody picked up, her and I met for 2 hours one day and she realized how excited I was and all these things that I'm carrying all this information in my head, so I can't sleep at night. And so, I mean, I'm sure you understand what I'm saying, right? You've all been through it. I have too many.
Great that we're going forward with all of this. I just think, yeah, we have to pick and choose where our energies go.
Yeah.
But I think fall engagement, there are
So
things that
I
can go.
think like this that she did up for the parks, I think this would be a great page in our next
Yeah.
newsletter. And then it would also be on our website or whatever.
That's a good idea, actually, making
Yeah,
a
but-
newsletter page.
Carolyn, you had the comment. I saw your email. And I'm glad you like the idea of the,
I love the idea, but I just thought,
but what you said, and I'll just read it. She said that Carolyn said that we should think a little more about who we are targeting, what we are trying to accomplish, and the best text and images to achieve our stated aims. Granted, these were taken with my iPhone. I am not a photographer. And so I totally agree.
But it
And-
doesn't have to be totally professional. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
If we were Cornell, it would be different because you're dealing with people that are donating millions of dollars or whatever, but for a village, getting just these pictures, I think would be awesome.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think and I know you talked about this too, but the exact location, like.
that was one of my thoughts. Yeah, do we want geo data or just the address?
Yeah,
Just the address of the park.
if the newsletter is electronic, we could link to the actual address.
No.
yeah,
But we could link and it would go to a map, right? Just a map.
I was gonna
Thinking
just
addresses,
for like
something else I noticed. I was wondering, do geo
Yeah.
locations,
2, 3, 4, 5.
the park addresses are funny.
Yeah, I love that.
I would like people to use the parks more. That is like a main goal I have. That's why I want signage in all directions saying like park this way, so people walk the parks more. And so I was like, what am I trying to accomplish? I'm trying to accomplish information dispersal that will lead to usage. That was how I would answer that question.
So Carolyn, should we be focusing on our village residents using our parks? Like first of all, there are so many village residents that don't even know we have these parks. I
Yeah.
get this all the time.
Yeah.
People are like, what?
Yeah.
And,
It come up, if you go into Waze.
yeah.
And punch in the name of the park. it
No,
comes up.
I know, because when I did the Claypack thing, unfortunately, in the Google Maps, it's still coming up Marion Hartel Park. It doesn't come up Donald and Marion, but anyway, just so why.
I was like,
But anyway, so I get that all the time from people. They're like, you have village parks. So do we want to encourage people that aren't in our village to use our parks? I mean.
my answer would be yes.
Okay,
But villagers first, but others also.
okay, all right.
But for example, I walked in from the back of what used to be Big Lots, and then made a left up Wakefield, and there's a way to get to all the parks. I want a sign there that says Village Trail to Village Park.
Oh, I agree with
You know what I
you,
mean?
totally.
So that kind of thing is something
Just
that's very important to be on the Greenway Committee.
Just like the trail coming off to Dart Drive. There should be
Yes.
one at that end.
Yes,
also.
absolutely. So Village Trails to Village Park signs
No, I totally.
is a
agree.
Greenway priority that I have.
And then what about the maps, the Greenway Committee? What's
It's
the?
tricky, but I'm not exactly sure what I want here, but I want there to be like a parkways map where where it kind of shows you how to go. I'm not exactly sure, but I want there to be like at each park, kind of like the park system map, like a park system map that shows you kind of trails that you can go.
So now the Greenway has trail maps, but it's just for each specific, it's not a
Really have.
comprehensive.
Well, its problem is with Blackstone over there, the map that CJ Miller made, it's not like user friendly. I think it has to be one of almost cartoonified where you just have like a line, that's,
Yeah.
like, so I asked the Greenway Committee to actually give me inspo maps where other community maps and sort of how the design is, because in my head, I haven't figured out how to do a good design.
Yeah. I mean, I could see, But yeah, if you're gonna do Hartel, and I mean, you could put Ned Hickey on there, you know?
That's what I want. I want people to go from Ned Hickey to Hartel.
Dankirk actually on there probably, you know?
No, you,
But I-
yeah.
But,
so
you know, I know.
That's kind of
I
what.
mean, I think it'd be great.
Struggling
I
with.
mean, I think because Hartel is a signature park, maybe focus on that one first, because I think that's the most important park to showcase. It's the biggest park. Yeah.
Sorry, so what's the question on the table?
You know, I forgot, I meant, Cornell used to have these, a map that, welcome to Cornell. And it was,
Yeah.
pictures on it, remember? So you saw the whole campus.
Yeah.
The Vermont, all the little towns have these, it's part of.
Yeah, so send me some samples so we can get inspo, because I don't.
I've got paper.
Okay, then just
That's
for
all.
the next meeting, I take a picture.
Have some maps too.
The map that we had back from 14.
I have a new.
Basically just update it.
Yeah, but this, no, but this is not like. You know what I mean? See, the problem is showing this.
Mhm.
We want to map of this and then like arrow to here with a little thing, kind of. So it's like, this is this, because, you know what I'm saying? Like this should be this whole thing, and then there should be like the little arrow or something. I don't really know. Because this is not,
Because this is like, and then this is the business and technology one.
I mean, that one's better.
They have.
That's better.
Yeah, because you're gonna want all the trails around.
I don't have this in my head about how to do this, but it's something I want to do.
So the other thing I had on, under communications and outreach was the quarterly village newsletter, which is probably another topic that we can talk about at another meeting, because your newsletter will come out in October, and then you won't have another one till spring. So we've got plenty of time in between to talk
So-
about that.
Putting this parks map in, even if we make changes to it, is fine. Like, let's put this one in, and then maybe we're gonna do another one that's a little bit,
Yeah.
if we think about it.
But this might be great, especially because new people are in town. And I plan to put the link to your newsletter on the Facebook page, so that'll go out to people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anybody that moves to the village, so I get sales transfer reports, which anytime a property is sold and it has a new owner, I send them, it's 6 pages of what every resident should know. Only problem is you don't get it at the apartments. They're the only ones that don't get that, but this has all the information about our parks, about our different programs, water, sewer, taxes.
Right.
You know, and that is also on our website.
You know what? That's something the committee could get involved in.
Yeah.
Is when people move in, if you could share like the information, we could do something.
Yeah.
Like a bundle or some, I don't know. I know you're already sending stuff, but there may be the opportunity to make connections once people move in as well. My thought is like
Well,
piggyback on,
That's what that sheet does.
yeah, but I mean, like an additional welcome or something from the committee. I don't know, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my thought is like to get more engagement, if you piggyback on the things that people are going to do regardless, that's how you get more involvement.
Yeah.
Right. So like if we piggyback on people pay their bills, their water bills, or anything we can do right then to be like, hey, this is what we have going on. Or if people are going in and are interacting with our new Chipotle or going to the YMCA, like when you're stuff people and they're already on their journey, like you actually can make some,
Yeah.
progress there.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because I took that letter, what every resident should know, and put it on the counter
Yeah.
during when people are coming in to pay their taxes and their water. And a lot of, I mean, I went through about 20 of them.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
not a whole lot, but
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're already here. You have a captive audience.
so,
Yeah.
I mean, it's already being done. It's just not being done specifically like this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're already trying to get the community involved,
That's good.
you know?
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Well, we'll put the quarterly village newsletter on another meeting agenda.
it's just,
At
yeah,
least-
maybe
at
once,
minimum,
if you
we'll put in
had
the
2
front.
staff people in my office and it,
Ugh.
I don't know if it's gonna stay that way. When we get another
Alright.
person in, but
So
just adding another quarterly newsletter is a lot more work and it costs.
right, that's true.
That's interesting. So you think if we had more staff, we should do
Well, if you had 2 people, then you could do
quarterly?
quarterly.
Newsletters are
But,
I would
It would-
but
But it
what,
should-
what are you gonna? Is there enough information to do it quarterly?
Well, my personal opinion, I think that the quarterly newsletter that goes out now has way too much information in it. It's just bogged down with all the recaps or all the updates from all the chairs and whatnot. And it would seem to me that you should be able to whittle that down make your newsletter smaller, more easier to read, instead of having it 6 pages or whatever. I realize it's electronic. I don't know. I think it needs a refresh.
Newsletters are a lot of work.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. I mean, Ronnie's basically opening his opening statement. He's basically talking about everything that's in the newsletter.
And that's the point.
Yeah.
That's what the mayor's comment or spoke, and then
Yeah.
if you want more detail.
Yeah.
Then you can find it later in
Yeah.
that thing. But you read the first page, you say, oh, they're talking about this new park. Wait, let me look back to the newsletter and find out,
Yeah.
But it's just like your first glance, you can read the first page. If there's nothing that interests you, then you can go.
I just think it needs a refresh. And maybe doing it 4 times a year would help with that and cut back on.
I still think you're gonna get a lot of comments. From all your people, all your trustees, and they're still gonna comment. Unless you're gonna say, only this quarter you talk about, planning stuff, in the next quarter.
Well, maybe we wouldn't have them report every quarter. They would report, I don't know, twice a year or something, in the fall and the spring. And then the other 2 newsletters would be written about other things, like not.
Actually, you could do one that was all business, like Jody, John, Mike, and then the next one is all committees.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do a committee update newsletter. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's something to think about.
Yeah.
But for this next
Yeah.
newsletter, you want to put this in? And do you want me to, what do you want me to change on here? Oh, Carolyn.
For sure, put the location information. Definitely.
I
So,
don't know that they don't have official addresses. They have a
Well,
road.
that's why I was commenting, like, but sometimes an address comes up. But usually they're right corner of Beckett and Wedgewood, corner
oh,
of
yeah, yeah,
Upton and whatever else.
yeah.
That would be good.
What's it? Can you tell me what Shannon Park is?
Corner of Wedgewood and Beckett.
Oh, that's Shannon Park.
And Beckett?
Are the pavilions free to use?
Yes, they're on a first come, first served. I have people emailing me all the time.
Yeah, I would maybe add something about that, like throw the.
That's a
Maybe
good
yeah,
idea.
right on that sheet.
Right on that sheet, yeah.
Yeah.
So, good idea.
Blackstone Boulevard is just Blackstone Boulevard,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I never even knew about that park until I was doing the park. Well, I mean, I knew about it, but I'd never been there. And so I actually went.
Well, it's nice that you went after John cleared the view.
Yeah.
So now you got a picture with the actual lake.
Yeah. So then add to that, currently pavilions are on a first come, first served basis and there's no charge.
Oh, okay.
So if you note that.
Have your party at one of our pavilion, birthday parties.
Because I've had a few people call, if they wanna, like have their party, have their kids party there or whatever. But we don't rent it out. Myers does.
Yeah, they do, and Cass Park and Stewart, so like anytime we do like a event for school sports, you have to pay like $150 or something.
All right. All right. So,
If you go to Myers, it's much cheaper.
Yeah, I don't know why, like, they always do it, I think, because it's so close to the high school.
So should we move along to the next item, which would be fall engagement priorities? So this first one is something Jody talked to me about, Village Volunteer Recognition Celebration. She's been wanting to do it for a while, and
If we would do it in conjunction with the shade dedication. It's all the
would make
same
sense.
people.
Right.
You want to do it on the October
it'd
18th?
be chilly.
It'll be fine.
Famous last words. Why you?
Yes, but you got to have a backup plan for another location. I mean,
Well,
even,
if you're having it at Harts Hill Park, you can always have it under the pavilion.
but if it's 50 degrees out, it won't be.
Well, then you wear a jacket.
50 is okay.
Yes. It's
50.
negative 18, then you don't want to do.
All right, so I have some thoughts about this. Jody did think that maybe this was something that the committee could help with. And so, if we're gonna do an appreciation lunch, I think it has to be really nice. I mean, not over the top nice, but I think it has to be nice so people realize that they are appreciated, especially your staff here.
Well, we only have $400.
Well, we might need a little more than that, and you might have to pull from somewhere. I mean, you can't do something cheesy. I was just thinking about this, and I don't want to hear from somebody afterwards, oh my God, that's all they did for us after all.
If we have an event that people attend, that will be victory.
Yes.
Well, so
The quality of the food service is not my concern.
Yeah.
well, I have a little bit, I mean, I have a concern about that, but I think first of all, I have drafted up 3 different invitations here that I wanted you guys to look at, Jody, especially you, to see if this is something that you like. My favorite ones were invitation 2 and 3. We can change these, of course. But so I figured our committee role would be to take on the invitations. We would get the list of people from you. We would send the invitation out from our CEEC email address, because we do have our own email address. We would collect the RSVPs. We can help organize everything that we need. Tablecloths, we'd get tablecloths. And I was also thinking, since it's fall, maybe we could do like little teeny mum pots that you can buy at Home Depot for like dirt cheap, right?
Have you
And
asked Ronnie if he was gonna come to this, if we host it?
well, no, we haven't gotten that far yet. Jody and I met a few weeks ago and we talked about this, but we would have to make sure Ronnie's available or whatever date is
It
picked.
has to be approved by the trustees. We don't get to just do it.
Well, and your meeting's
If you're spending money.
and your meeting's not
Yeah.
until the end of September, so that impacts like.
We wouldn't have enough time because we're not meeting till the 21st of September.
I mean, if you're not doing the shade garden thing till October 18th.
There's not enough time.
That's the,
I just
People are-
together in a month, you got.
October 18th. Oh, I mean, I would have no problem pulling it together for this weekend. I mean, but October 18th, the weather, I'm really worried about that. And
It'll be a beautiful fall day.
that's not, it's iffy. It could be pouring rain, that's.
So when do you want to have it sooner?
I didn't realize all the logistics of the trustees. Yeah, I was thinking the end of September, probably the last Sunday. You'd probably want to do it on a Sunday, right?
Is this an event that's happened before?
No.
We tried to do it before and you had to RSVP.
No one RSVP'd.
I got.
That's what I'm worried about.
Well,
I mean, the thing is yes, it all sounds great and participate, but people are just like, I got my own things to do, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, we can give it a shot and see what happens. I don't know.
The other idea, I thought if you're gonna do an appreciation, we could also go back to doing the Christmas party and having it in here. But I like the idea of combining with the shade garden.
Memorial.
Yeah.
Carolyn, where's the shade garden going in the park?
Near the parking lot between, like, if this is Hartselle Park and this is the parking lot, and this is the soccer fields, like right here.
Oh, okay. Curious.
It's a triangular area.
Uh-huh.
The playground's to your left, the soccer field's to your right. And it's near
I
the
mean, it
parking
would
lot.
be nice to
Next to the pavilion.
Sort of, I mean, not next to, but like,
it's so fun.
and then there'll be benches, but we decided not to put them in until the trees start to grow, and John has other reasons to put in benches. We're not gonna do it right now.
The only thing is, if we've got
benches sitting behind.
Yeah.
the only thing is, I'm just thinking this off the cuff here. If this is supposed to be a village appreciation luncheon, I don't think we want to take the focus away from that and try and stick in another event.
I actually disagree, because I think you get people out, it's gonna be the same people, it's gonna be the same 20 people. And it's nice to have a couple, like, what is the tree dedication? It's just a couple words, we're just gonna, it's a 10-minute thing,
We can somehow add that in the.
That's why I like it.
Make it like kind of a lower.
I like doing them both together. And I also like doing them both together, because
So how many volunteers does the village have?
Well, I mean, you had a list of 50 people or something. How many people did you have?
Well, it was mainly all the boards, the
Okay.
committees, and then
And
like we
families.
have people that do the org cuts, plan our flower boxes. I mean, that's about it.
Oh, okay.
There's not a whole lot, but
Yeah, so say 50 people.
Mhm.
We probably get 25.
Yeah. I mean, I think September's a really busy month for a lot of people. That may be why, I don't know when you were trying to do it before. I do think October, all the weather's worse, but I think people are around more, believe it or not. I think September's a hard month for a lot of folks because they go back to school.
Yeah.
They're teaching if they're, I don't know. So,
the other option is June, which is a great month to do events.
yeah, June is nice.
The weather's
But
nice.
again, you never know about the weather in June either.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's not always nice.
Well, it's not always nice to
No matter what, you need to have a backup. I mean, if it's pouring rain, I mean, you know, would we be able to use the village? The village hall over here, your room over here, you know?
Or this room right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if we had 25 people, is there enough seating for 25 people? No, not in here.
Yeah, of course.
I'll stand. If we have 25 people at the
Yeah.
volunteer recognition, I will not take a seat.
Because what we've done before is
I will be
it's
sitting
gonna
there eating my shoe.
It's gonna be hard now with that in the middle of the room, because last time we did a Christmas party, we didn't have that all day. But we put these against the wall. We brought down the
Right.
tables from up.
We'll just
there.
put the tree right on that. And
Or you could have it up in the community room,
we'll put the tree right on top of that so no one trips.
or just put a table over it in the middle. With people to sit around.
Do your way too.
All right, well, so what do you think? Do we try and coincide it with the shade garden or wait until next year?
The slight problem is I haven't, I will, Thursday, I will reach out to the families about the shade garden date. The only one who might care, I would think, I don't think, Ann Perry's family's not in town and Don's family's not in town. So the question is David's family in town? Is anyone in town for David's family? They might care, but, and then also David's colleagues, I'd like them to come. And so they might care about the date. So let me reach out on Thursday.
Okay.
Find out if that dedication date is gonna work for people. And then I would love to combine the events because
I think so.
I think then we'll get at least the Greenway Committee there. We'll get a couple of the family, you know, I think we'll get some people from the attorney's office there. And so then we've got 10 people. So we're halfway to our goal of 25.
We have the whole planning board, don't forget.
And Lynn
You got
Lynn will be there, so that's other groups.
All right, so stay tuned on that then, and we'll think about the invitation.
And yeah, then we'll add the invitation to say something about, there'll be a short memorial, dedication, which I think would be nice. I think it'll enhance your event. I think it would
And
be
you
nice.
can always couple, you know, sort of some education into it, not in a boring way, but correlating it to the person and their leadership in the village with the tree selection. And then Lynn could go on forever about the benefits then of these shade trees.
Because these shade trees are dedicated to the ultimate village volunteers. No one's a bigger volunteer than, you know, at least Ann and John.
Mhm.
So it fits perfectly that's why we're dedicating them to them in honor of what they did for the village. So they are the ultimate. I like.
They do the maintenance, you know,
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
to keep us sustainable and healthy.
So we're gonna look at a October date then. No, that's it. I'm fine with that. So later in October, you said, I don't know,
18.
was that a Saturday or a Sunday?
I don't remember.
I think it's a Sunday. Sunday at noon.
And then for, and I'm just gonna throw this up here. So Jody laughed. So I was thinking about the food thing and I thought, and I don't know if you know these people, but that Fit Now Barbecue, do you know them? They're out.
Never even heard of it.
They're out in Lansing. They opened up a barbecue.
Fit Now?
Yeah. They have a food truck.
Where?
I think it's near East Shore Roadhouse,
Oh,
across the street.
Oh, yeah, they're there. I
Have
saw
you
them.
been?
I haven't been, but I saw them.
Oh, there was a discussion of that at a town board meeting that I was at.
Was it good? I've heard.
Well, there was.
Anyway, they do catering. I didn't know. I thought maybe you
Yeah, I
didn't
saw
know.
them. Look good.
Yeah, I'll send you the link, Jody. Anyway, that might be fun to do like a barbecue. You know, we could have them do up stuff for us and we can either go pick it up or they'll drop it off or whatever. Yeah, just a thought, something different.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. I've been to parties with food trucks and they're fun. People like them.
Oh, yeah, maybe we could get them to bring the food truck. Then
Mhm.
we'd have to get a permit from.
I know a guy for that.
Yeah.
He might even waive the permit fee.
I know.
Well, because it'd be the village paying the village.
Yeah. Okay, good. All right, well, we'll continue this discussion soon. So, and the next thing was the Lansing Community Celebration and Parade Carnival. Carolyn had forwarded me information about that. I will promote what I can. They seem to be organizing it kind of at the last minute. I feel like a month been going on. Oh, has it? Okay. Anyway, I did promote, they were looking for baked goods for the cake wheel. I did promote that on Facebook. And then whenever they post about, I haven't seen any actual posts about the actual event. I'll also do that.
There's signs out in the town.
But as far as tabling at that event, I know it'd be wonderful to do, but we aren't ready to do anything like that yet.
Okay, I don't want to yet.
No, maybe next year. And then also, I would like us to be able to do a table at the YMCA at some point, like on
Yeah.
a weekday morning. Even though I've got an inn over there, I still would have to put in a formal request, but I don't feel comfortable doing tabling without having information to give out to people. I've seen a lot of new people at the Y. The other morning, they were given tours left and right. It must be all these new people coming to town. There were a lot of people there. Thursday morning.
Do other organizations do tables at the Y?
All the time. Yep.
Like-
Yep. And usually they'll be right in the front and they usually do them from like 9 to 10:30. Yeah, I've seen a lot of them since I've been going there.
Extension, the hub.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm with you. Yeah.
so I'd really like to do that, but in order for us to do that, we have to have information that we can share, and I'll have to let them know exactly what we would be sharing. So like one of the things would be like our parks, right?
And welcome to the village.
Yeah, welcome to the village. And I was also thinking like, because that Tompkins siren post, like had so many views, would love to have some of the cards or brochures to be able to give out to
We
people.
put that in the newsletter. It's on our website.
Yeah.
The county promotes it all the time.
Right, but it wouldn't hurt for us to have a few of those cards or whatever to give to people.
Department of.
But I didn't know if there was anything else the Greenway Committee might have, or your Climate Smart Communities Task Force might have that we could share.
I'd be happy to pick up more of those from, just to let people know about siren, things like that.
Okay.
See preparedness classes that are offered around the county.
Okay.
That's all.
Oh, I think that's great. I think the emergency preparedness is a good thing. Yeah. But you, Carol?
I'm thinking about something totally different.
Okay.
Would the YMCA offer villagers a discount on membership?
Oh, that's a whole different ballgame. We'll have to take that
And
conversation up.
we could then promote that.
You will need to talk to Christy and Gunnar. And I know, and I will tell you this, Gunnar did talk to me a few months ago. He really does want to have a partnership with the village. And he, at that time when he talked to me, he'd like to be able to offer free memberships.
To the staff. Awesome.
No, not the staff, but children in the village.
Yeah.
Who can't afford to belong to the Y. But there's some tension there. And so with the village. And so I had told him when he was ready that he should contact you.
Why is there tension with the village?
Well, it's a long story and I'm not going to get into it while we're on being recorded. But anyway, I had said, you know what, if you'd like, you should contact Carolyn Greenwald. She's our deputy mayor and she'd probably love to talk to you about that. So anyway, they've got a lot going on over there right now, with their aquatic center that's about to start. And of course, now they just got the 2.1 million funding for their childcare center. And they're pretty busy over there. But Gunnar would definitely be the person that you would want to talk to.
Okay.
And I can send you his information, Carol.
Okay.
Because I think that they would be thrilled.
Okay.
Great idea.
So where are we with trunk or treat or table?
Is it something that we want to do? I mean, I think it would be nice to have the village involved in that.
I
I
think
don't
it'd
know
be
about spending money.
better than tabling, like tabling at that. Why wouldn't we table at that?
We wouldn't table because we would give out candy at that.
But why wouldn't you table / give out candy?
Yeah,
I think that's a good
We
idea.
could.
I think it would be a ton of.
I mean, we'd be tabling from our trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be fun
It'd
though.
be a lot of fun.
It's about paying
And welcome to
spending
the village.
money on something. It's not like we're a company and it doesn't matter.
But
It's not
there's
private, it's-
there's a whole part.
We're not
profits.
spending the money.
Participating in the
treat. Right?
Yeah, you have to buy the treats. You have to bring the treats.
Yeah.
You have to buy
Yeah.
the treats if you're there.
Yeah.
What is the
You
town?
can't volunteer to just.
They have
pick
that
out
on
the
the front
treats.
for treats.
Do they spend town dollars on?
Oh, because
Yeah.
firehouse, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, area
We
business,
couldn't even provide, we can't even provide lunch to our trustees. We used to have
Yeah.
lunch meetings where we buy lunch at our Thursday noon meeting. You can't do that. So I'm not sure how you're gonna be able to get around. If you have people that want to donate candy
right,
to do that, that would be different.
Well, I think, well, we could, if the village purchased candy, we wouldn't just be giving out candy. We would also have to be giving out other information to make it legit. A village, make it legit for the village.
I thought the area businesses supplied the candy. They don't.
I don't think so. I can ask, well, I can ask at the next membership committee meeting, which is coming up. I don't think so, though. I think that because it's all nonprofits that attend, I think there are businesses and nonprofits that attend. It's a big thing. And I think they provide the, candy, I'm pretty sure.
Because
It's just people at that event. Okay, we're not a trunk or treat participant. But
Well,
why wouldn't that be the event that we table
because
at, as opposed to a morning from 9 to 10? This is gonna be most likely attended by village families. I mean, other people will come too, but
Well,
I
no,
don't
they
think.
get like 300, they get like 300 kids show up for this thing. So.
And they're from all over.
Yeah,
not
it's
just-
all over.
I
In
know,
fact,
I know.
it'll probably be less villagers than.
Really? I don't know that the
Probably
people
all
who belong to the Y, what percentage of them are the villagers?
That's a good question.
I bet. I mean, I don't know. I think quite a lot of people.
I think there's a lot of
I
villagers.
think it's both ways. I belong to the Y when I lived nowhere near here and when I lived here, so.
I mean, I'm just
Did
saying,
you
I
ask
just
the
put it
line?
on there.
Did they give you that information? How
About
many of their members actually live in the village?
That's great.
I
Ask the line,
like that. Yeah, sure.
I don't know if they'd have it by that, because unfortunately, it's probably by zip code, and then the zip code is not zip code.
Yeah, I don't know how
But,
easy.
so they'd have to go through by
By
street,
street. Yeah, by street.
and that might be kind of a project.
Yeah, they would have to go by, oh yeah, that might be.
You'd have to go by
It's a little bit of a
Some-
project.
Yeah, for me, it kind of comes back to what Carolyn was talking about earlier, is like aligning on our purpose and our mission. Because then if we can tie these particular priorities back to a mission and why we're doing it, then I'm guessing we could probably allocate funds from, I don't know. It just feels like,
Yes.
without having that clear line,
Yeah.
it feels like, why are we?
Right, because we allocate funds to our website. Why? Because we're disseminating information. So it's not like you can't allocate funds, but there has to be.
Yeah. So then I guess we could spend our funds, if we can tie it back to this particular mission, we could spend money on the candy if it kind of ties back to our goals.
Yeah, and I just don't know if it's really,
Exactly.
as much as I'd like to, just for us to have a
if
presence.
we have to spend money on it, I'd say no. If it was just disseminating information about welcome to the village, that's different.
Yeah, I'm kind of like leaning that way as well. Like,
Are there any apple orchards in the village? With
No.
apples that we can?
no.
The trust company comes around every fall and delivers apples to all the businesses.
Oh, really?
They used to deliver apples and cheese. No more cheese.
Maybe dairy one.
I like apples.
So let's scratch the line, see a trunk or treat then.
Well, let's keep it in our mind for.
Future, yeah, for the future. Yeah, definitely.
I would suggest that the community celebration be more of a fruit and cheese situation than a luncheon. Because I don't know where it's gonna be just tricky with RSVPs and a sit down. I mean, a season meal is $30 per person. Right?
But that's not a recognition for your staff and your company.
Well, it's not gonna be for the staff. Staff it's their day off.
No, the staff are invited to the.
They're invited, but it's their day off.
Well, I don't care, but you're recognizing your staff.
Setting it up. I'm sure.
No,
Right, and you're recognizing them. I mean, you've got to. So I have a different vision of this, but I'm also coming from a different.
you can also just do, a certificate of appreciation. And that's affordable.
Are you going to do that, Kathleen?
I can't do it. I can't. I would cut and paste. No. Just a simple certificate of appreciation, nothing fancy. But it's more the recognition that we really appreciate you. And
People aren't going to come to that. Not if you're just
Well, they're
I
coming
mean,
to
you know what I get?
vacation.
That I get? Oh, I know, right?
Really? Okay. And words of thanks and fruit and vegetables.
I don't know.
Okay.
Wine and cheese, Carolyn?
No.
I would go for that.
Definitely gotta do
Wait,
wine.
absolutely though.
You can-
I will bring the wine. If you agree to the cheese and the fruit, I'll bring the wine.
I've been to like bouquet making parties that have been really well attended. Like, or wreath making parties that people really like to go to, like where you would get donated. I don't know why, but they've been very well attended and like you walk away with your own wreath.
We get all these cut flowers and then everybody just makes their own bouquet. I love that. That's an activity.
It's an activity and then, I don't know if people really like that.
I think that's awesome.
I don't know,
It's a little early for wreaths,
No,
but
wait a
I would
minute.
totally
What?
do
What
flowers.
is that?
like as a welcome bouquet, like, as like like you get something from going as opposed to, yeah.
No, you can count me out for that. I am not creative at all, and I have tried to do wreath making before.
No, but a wreath is, it's the wrong season for a wreath, so it would just be,
Yeah,
it would just be flat, it would just be a bouquet. You'd make your own bouquet.
yeah. There's a lot of that around, like, because of all the local like flowers and like
I'm out of the loop on all that stuff. 'cause I'm
flower
not
cutting
creative.
thing, but yeah.
So we could spend the $400 on flowers. No, why not?
No, I'd rather go with cheap mums, little mums and do
Yeah.
like a little raffle thing and everybody can take one. Anyway.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Thank you. I will watch let me know like next steps.
Yes, well, I'll put the minutes
Thank you.
together.
I have to go in 10 minutes also. I have a big day going on.
Thank you for all those.
Yeah, see you tonight.
Yes.
Don't forget, we have planning board.
Yeah, I know. I've already been reviewing the best one.
Bye.
So Carolyn, Rotary cleanup. We're gonna do
Is there
that again?
one? Where'd you get that date from?
I think I looked back to see if they did one for last fall and they did, and
It was on the.
so I just sort of like guessed it would be the same Saturday, but I'll have to ask, I know someone, well, I mean, they
We
haven't,
can even plan our own village cleanup. We don't have to do it with Rotary.
It's nice though, because they supply the.
yeah,
which is the
supply all that
helmets and
stuff,
the
yeah.
pins.
yeah, so that's.
Because like when we have the different people that are supposedly taking care of sections of road, they come to John and pick up hats and vests and grabbers.
I thought
They
Carol,
have
I
like 50.
thought Lisa told me that they don't, John doesn't do that. Or maybe that was bags. Used to be able to get bags from.
The spring one was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had one and we picked, what, 7 bags?
So, okay, while Kathleen packs up, what do we need to decide right now? Before we leave, we're gonna talk more about the shade garden depending on the dedication date.
Yeah.
I have no problem with Mondays at the fourth Monday of the week.
Okay.
So that would be
So the next-
September 28th at 1:30.
Yeah.
The engagement.
Okay. So if you're thinking about doing something on the 18th and the Board of Trustees meetings on the 21st, you're a week after, so you're not meeting before then to actually discuss whatever you want to ask trustees.
Say that again?
We want to plan a shade garden and volunteer appreciation for October 18th.
When's the meeting? The
We would have
21st?
21st.
Is the next trustee.
So you would need to meet before that to give them
Right.
what you want to do, unless you're going to do it here.
I mean, the
Just
18th.
communicate by email, I think.
Yeah.
Because that week you are away,
Oh, you're away the whole week of the 21st?
or the 14th.
No, the week before.
Oh,
So what are our priorities for the next meeting?
so hold on, let me go back to what I. So, do you want to talk about the website at the next meeting? Or should we wait on that?
It's fine. Unless we have an event to plan.
Well, the next meeting it would be September 20. Oh, right.
So I guess the planning the event is the priority.
Okay.
So it's event planning. Hopefully it's the planning the event.
Planning, okay. All right, so we'll just focus on the event planning and the website. And if we don't talk about event planning at the next meeting, we'll talk about the website. We could also talk about,
Future events,
Yes.
ideas?
yes, future events, yes. Oh, and then Carolyn, what's the latest on the trail? Oh, the trail.
The clay pack one?
Yeah.
We only have one of the two easements, so we're waiting for East Point.
Are they gonna approve it or not?
You live there, why don't you talk to them?
Oh, my God.
They got in trouble.
Why?
Only because they yelled at John, so then he said, don't go back. They yelled at him about
Yeah,
that.
but I apologize, well, and thank you.
You were totally in the right. Jody just said the same thing. I said I would have done the same thing. She went into the office.
And I wasn't
the
there,
guy
I wasn't there for
learned
the
from-
trail, I was there for something else, and I thought, well, why?
I said I was doing the exact same thing. And then the guy called John and was like, don't send your people in to like try to influence this, blah, blah, blah.
And I wasn't trying to influence it, I just said,
Well, I don't know exactly what they said.
I
so
just said, hey, Rob.
That's me. That's just me.
Well, Rob immediately like sent a message to his boss. And that's what happened, and then she probably contacted Tim Philly, got mad.
Yeah, and they got mad at us. And yeah. So
But
I
John,
think they're just- I think they're just-
getting him everything that he wanted, right?
it's, they're not, they're just not saying yes. They're not asked, there's nothing pending.
We don't
It's so.
benefit them. They have a trail.
Huge benefit.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm gonna tell you what.
Honestly, you should talk to other.
And
Oh, is that true?
they've had a lot of empty apartments since December, and they're
I
losing
know
their
that.
shirts.
Maybe that's why.
Well, yeah, but you would think, I mean, wouldn't that be enticing for them to do this? Because
Maybe you should have someone else. face
They
them.
could promote the trail, like,
Yeah,
I mean, Rob, the manager, property manager, totally agreed with. it.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be wonderful. to have
yeah,
that
yeah,
trail.
yeah.
No, they're losing tons of money.
Can you say anything to them off the record? Ask them if they are
No.
interested or no?
I'm not that tight with him, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this is gonna be awesome. I think this is gonna be great. I think it's such a needed and necessary way to outreach to people, so I'm excited about it.
Yeah, so if there's ever anything you want me to post on the Facebook page, please let me know. And,
Okay, well, I think we need to get that park sheet done because October will be the next.
okay, I'll put the.
When do you-
Newsletter.
When do you want?
It's the deadline.
Haven't set one yet.
Can you just give us an estimate? Like, you must have it.
Is September 28th a Monday? It'll
Yeah,
probably be that day.
Oh, that'll be your deadline?
and that's the day we're meeting.
So
So make it the 29th because we're meeting on the 28th.
All right, September 29th. Let's let it go. Yeah, I just need to add the cross streets on here and then we'll be good, right? Oh, and Carolyn, I was told by Jody that for Dankirk Park, it's 3 acres, not 5. And I pulled the 5 from the comp plan. So some
Maybe
I'm wondering if it's because they've included they said maybe yeah.
I don't recall editing that from the previous comp plan.
Yeah, because the guys were in my, fixing my cabinet today, and they said that it was only 3.
Oh, okay.
Because I showed it to them.
So I changed it.
So that's a typo then.
Oh, okay, so I changed it on here. We'll just remember.
Yeah.
to change it on the comp plan. Oh, I did have one thing to ask really quick. The tree planting program,
Uh-huh.
and you had said maybe that'd be something good to put on the Facebook page.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, I pulled this up and I remember this back when Lisa and I were up working on the tree law and updating it. We talked about this briefly with Cuba Landscape, and these suggested trees are very old and outdated. They said they must have put that together back many years ago, and it needs to be updated. So who is in charge of updating that form? Should it be the Greenway Committee?
Sure. Talking about the tree inventory.
No,
it's
It's a
the
suggestion trees for planting.
Yeah, we can do that. Let's do that. We'll do that. I'll ask them to do that.
Just remember too, that we got a very large invoice from people calling Cuba Landscaping asking for things. So,
No,
Yeah.
that wasn't from that. That was.
oh
from-
yes, there was.
It was
just
from
tree
phone
trees.
calls. It was me and John. Me and John had those meetings with them. It was me and John. We did that together. There's no one calling besides us. It was unfortunate. Okay, let's end the meeting. Yep, thank you very much.
End the meeting at 2:40 PM. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah, no, that was, John and I, yeah.
What are you doing here?